Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you. Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
Wake your ass up, fool. John Jay and Rich. What's crackin'-lackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? John Jay and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be, and in the place to be. And you're listening to John Jay and Rich. Wake your ass up, fool.
Our phone number is 877-937-1047, and that's important because we have Morgan Wallen tickets we're giving away today, and we're doing it by playing Confession Wednesday. We want to hear your deep secrets. We can disguise your voice. We can give you a different name. You call us at 877-937-1047, and then we're going to vote and pick a winner, right?
The best one will win Morgan Wallen tickets.
We're going to do it all morning long, so get ready to confess. Call right now if you want. 877-937-1047. It's Confession Wednesday. We used to do it all the time. We took about a 10-year break, and now it's back. Right? So
but
confess.
We're calling it something different.
Calling for Wallen, whatever.
Calling for Wallen.
Yeah. But Confession Wednesday is probably the easiest way to tell you what it is. Confess your sins to us, and you can win Morgan Wallen tickets. That's how we'll do it. I got to tell you guys, I told Rich this. I don't know what happened, but like I ate something last night, and it just threw me sideways. I don't know. Like I was groggy. Now I'm narrowing it down to a couple things. I think when you have food poisoning or something like that, you kind of know what it is, right? So I don't know if that's what I have, or I took too much CBD last night before I went to bed.
Again, I know. Did we not learn our lesson the first time?
I think your friend is making the more powerful batches.
I think you're taking 200 times the actual dose you're supposed to take.
That's why last night I took 2 eyedroppers full, and I did it the night before, and yesterday I was fine. So that's why I said I'm trying to figure out what it is. I don't know if it was the eyedroppers.
2 eyedroppers full
of the CBD.
I think you're supposed to just do a couple of drops per.
Oh, I've been doing droppers full for a long time. I've never had a problem, but I'm just saying today I feel kind of like slow, and I feel really full. And then I had like stomach pains last night, and I chugged some Pepto-Bismol, which by the way is great.
Ew. It tastes great.
It usually like fixes things, except I ran out. I didn't have enough, which made me get all upset. My wife like, that's something we should always have.
Did you eat something weird for dinner, like something unusual?
I did. My wife, so I'm trying to get my 10,000 steps a day, you know? And my wife was supposed to meet me at the house yesterday at 2:30, and we're going to go walk after we got our drip. And sure enough, you know, I don't know where she is. She's out with a friend, and it's like 4:30. It was like 4, and I'm like, I'm going on a walk by myself. So I went on this long walk. I was walking, and she came up behind me and picked me up. I was like, I'm going to go get a haircut. I'm walking to the barbershop, 4-mile walk to the barbershop.
Oh, dang.
So I'm walking. Thank God I was only half a mile in when she pulled up. And then she goes, you know how I like dates? I'm like, yeah. She goes, look at this. She was at her friend's house, and somebody there made these. They took these dates. They put peanut butter and chocolate on it, and she gave me like 3 of them, and I ate them, and they were great. And I'm wondering if because that's not something I normally would eat. But then I went to this restaurant last night, and I don't want to say what restaurant it is, but Rich also went to this restaurant last night, different part of town. And they announced yesterday that they were serving breakfast all day, which I thought was fantastic. But I had already ordered my food. but I felt like I had to jump on the breakfast meal, so I ordered breakfast too. And this is at 6 o'clock last night. So I was extra full. So I don't know what it is, but I just feel like,
Maybe
Well,
if you
had the avocado toast, that's what I had, and it was delicious and fine.
I know I built my own bowl, an egg bowl.
I saw that.
It was great. It was great. But anyway, hoping that that we went and got IV drips yesterday at Kyle's friend's place, and that I'm hoping that's fighting whatever it is that I got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that place Prime IV was astoundingly nice.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah, so I get IVs. I get them fairly regularly, but I've never had an experience like that.
Yeah, I think the first time I went into Prime IV, it was with Peyton, and we went in and we were like, wait a second, these zero gravity chairs are something else. It's like, we've gotten drips plenty of times. We've had drips here in the studio. We've had drips like at my house before. But like doing it in one of those chairs, it's just like really elevates the experience.
Those chairs are amazing. I was asking where they got them from. They said it was part of Prime IV. They all the stores have them, and they're like $10,000 a piece, something like that.
There's 140 of those Prime IVs.
I did not know
That's
that.
crazy.
But that chair, that butt massage might have been the most fun I've had in a long, long time.
Well, it's funny because John Jay was sitting right next to me, and at one point, like, the nurse comes in and she like checks everyone's IVs, make sure everything's flowing and whatnot, and I just hear John Jay go, "Can I make the massage just the butt?"
And she did. It was great.
She did. But it was funny because when we were all picking out IVs, we were like, which one? Do you pick the glow one for beauty? Peyton did the sports one last time. And I think all of us unanimously picked the immunity one.
Not me.
Oh, except John Jay. Of course, you're always a little different, John Jay. But like for me, I'm like, my daughter was sick earlier this week. My son is currently sick. I'm like, I got to get something to make sure I stay healthy because, the one taking care of everyone, got to keep it. And they're like talking about how there's like the quademic right now with all the influenza A, influenza B, all the things.
Yeah, everybody's got something in their house.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
How did you feel after your drip, Kyle? Because doesn't it usually make you nauseous and stuff? And I know you got to switch it up.
Yeah, so usually I feel sick after I do a drip, but then I know it benefits me, so I just like keep doing it. But I think what they did yesterday totally helped because they say there's a glutathione add-on that they push, because they like put in after your drip is totally done. And they were like, I think maybe it was put in you too quickly before, and they did it super slow, and I didn't feel nauseous at all.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, finally found the answer.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can you call her back? No? Jen, call back. Jen was on hold with a confession.
Oh,
I know.
Oh, Jen, we want to hear it. We want you to call in for Wallen, Jen.
I know. What a bummer. Peyton, what's the problem you have with our cameras in the studio?
They're honestly making me feel really self-conscious about myself.
Why?
Like I'm having a serious look on Instagram because I don't know who that sickly ghost is on that Instagram, but I look ill, and it's really messing with my self-confidence. I'm being so for real.
No, I feel like I'm right there with you because they're so close.
And it's like, my thing, though, is like, yeah, they're so close, but I look so pale. Like, I look sick. Like, I seriously look
1,000
sick.
lights on in here.
Yeah, it's bright in here.
And then I turn on my camera on my phone, and then I'm just like, you're ugly. And then that's how I feel, and that's
You
what I was
are
telling
not
myself all
ugly.
night last night.
You are gorgeous.
Not in these cameras. Thank you, but not in these cameras. We need to do something about it because it's seriously messing with my self-confidence.
What do you not like about it? I think you look great, the cameras.
I just told you I look pale.
Pale? Then put makeup
And
on.
also-
That's what they do. That's what TV anchors do.
I understand, but also, like, I would like to think that I'm naturally pretty and I don't need to put on makeup. Like, what?
You are naturally
Maybe
pretty.
we get more like warmer lights because they're a cooler light. They're really bright. Maybe like a warmer light would be better. I think it's all about the lighting.
Hey, we got Jen ready for Confession Wednesday. She called back. Good morning, Jen.
Morning.
All right, so we want to hear your confession, and then you'll be put in the hopper to win Morgan Wallen tickets. Good morning, my son. What is your confession?
All right, so to preface this, I did try to rectify it and follow the person.
You said, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I did try to make this right. So I was headed home, and I went to turn right, and all of a sudden, this guy on an electric scooter, just comes zipping behind me, and I kind of to him, not hard, and like just enough to where like, holy crap. But he didn't fall. He just kept going. And so I did a U-turn. I was following him for like 5 minutes. He wasn't phased. Did he stop? Nothing. It was like he was a robot. So I felt like the most awful human being ever. And so I U-turn and just headed home. I tried.
Jeez, your
Oh,
phone
man.
sucks. Okay, so just so I understand, you're driving and you hit a guy on an electric scooter.
Yes, but he didn't stop.
Scary.
That's crazy.
He's okay though, so you can't feel that bad about it.
Unless you watch Juror Number 2 on HBO Max. That's what happened, kind of.
I was like, that's illegal. Is it? Like, it is. I feel like it is. But, like, I followed him. I stalked him for, like, 5 minutes. And nothing. Nothing. He didn't flinch. He didn't turn. He didn't stop. He just kept going in a straight and narrow.
Yeah, and then you find out later that he died in the ditch later.
Oh my God.
That's what happened in this movie. This guy was coming home and he bumped into he killed a girl on the road and then didn't find out about it until later. He didn't know what it was. And then later he's like, oh,
I
man.
am going to hell.
Jen, you followed
Hey, we
him.
don't judge here. It's Confession Wednesday. So hold on the line, Jen. Hold on. You are
We
in the
don't
hopper.
judge.
That's how it works. That's how Confession Wednesday works. That's how Call-In for Wallen works. So Jen is the first contestant to be thrown in the hopper for Morgan Wallen tickets. So now you call us at 877-937-1047 if you can beat that story.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at scEducationLottery.com/betteryou.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.